Well, on the tail end of winter, there's been no shortage of snow or snow plows over the last few months. We received an email from a viewer who says they had $1,500 worth of damage done to their car by a municipal snowplow. But what happens if your property is damaged or you're injured by a municipal vehicle? Here to help break all that down in today's segment, What Are Your Rights? Attorney Paul Harding from Martin, Harding & Mazzotti. Paul, always good to have you with us.
It's great to be here.
Here's a really interesting one, and probably with any luck at all won't happen that much more over the course of this winter.
It's a call I get several times a winter.
Really?
What happens is someone will be, their vehicle or maybe they've been injured, physical damage or property damage by a snowplow. So they assume the snowplow is going to pay for that because it's negligent. The snowplow just hit them while they were parked or something like that. But there's a rule on the books that said that the snowplows do not have to pay for reasonable negligence. They can be negligent, they don't pay. They only pay if they're reckless.
So you're saying that the viewer is totally responsible? And how would you prove? I mean, that would be hard to prove negligence. Presumably those plows are out when nobody's looking at any rate.
I mean, to prove the recklessness approach, it's a very difficult standard. I mean, basically you need to show either that they were excessive speed, not a few miles over the speed limit, or if someone's been drunk or using drugs, I mean, the operator of the vehicle. But aside from that, you do not get any compensation from the municipalities when that plow hits you.
Wow, I'm really shocked by that.
Most people are, absolutely,
I would never have thought that. You would think that at least there would be some, so you have no legal recourse.
You don't. You know, the general theme is this. When you have, the exception would be if they're just moving the plow from point A to point B, or they're going out for a routine drive, general negligence principles allow. But if they're out there fighting the storm, you're out of luck.
What is there anything a viewer can do to protect himself other than sort of keeping the car off the street? But that's probably not always practical.
That's one of the things. I mean, as you have a snowstorm, you go on the street, you get further and further into the street because the snowbanks. Try to get the car somewhere else, but really just having collision. It's the one time you need collision on your car because that's the only way that car's going to get fixed.
And I think that ultimately that's going to end up costing you. I wonder if it does with insurance. Do you?
Yeah, you're going to pay more for collision. So some folks have it, some folks don't. But the folks who don't, who get hit by a snowplow, they get this really bad news that I just delivered to you. Okay,
well, I would not have known that. I don't think any of us would have known that. And it's really bad news for
really
the rest of us. All right, thank you, Paul. And we'll look forward to talking more in the future. And if you've got any questions for Paul or anybody on his team, let's just write to, What Are Your Rights? And we'll be happy to have them check it out. And
Thank
I know
you,
you'd be glad to. Thank you very much.